What if history wasn't just filled with grand battles and triumphant tales, but also with bizarre endings that no one saw coming? From leaders who conquered nations to those who revolutionized the arts, their incredible stories didn't always end with the elegance one might expect. Get ready as we count down the 15 most unusual and unexpected epic deaths in history, events so peculiar you'll hardly believe they really happened. Let's dive right in. Number 15. Grigory Rasputin, 1916. Grigory Rasputin, the Russian mystic who held sway over the Romanov royal family, met an end as dramatic as his life. Rasputin's influence over Tsarina Alexandra and the court made him a target. In an elaborate plan, Prince Felix Yusupov and his allies lured Rasputin to Yusupov's palace. They served him cakes and wine laced with cyanide, but he didn't falter. Startled by his resilience, they shot him in the chest. Rasputin still managed to revive, attempting to escape before being shot again, beaten, and thrown into the icy Neva River. An autopsy revealed water in his lungs, showing he was still alive when submerged. Rasputin's death was as chaotic and mysterious as the revolution that soon followed. Number 14. Attila the Hun, 453 AD. Attila the Hun, feared conqueror of Europe, ironically met his demise not on the battlefield, but during his wedding night. After celebrating his marriage to Ildiko, Attila suffered a nosebleed, likely due to overindulgence in alcohol. Unable to wake from his sleep, he drowned in his own blood. His death was a sharp contrast to his life of warfare. Known as the Scourge of God, Attila terrorized the Roman Empire, and his mere name struck fear across Europe. The Huns honored him with an elaborate burial, his body placed in 3 coffins: gold, silver, and iron. To keep his resting place a secret, the slaves who dug his grave were killed, adding another layer of mystery to his story. Attila's unexpected and seemingly mundane death marked the end of an era of conquest, as the Hunnic Empire began to collapse shortly after his passing. Number 13. King Adolf Frederick of Sweden, 1771. King Adolf Frederick of Sweden is remembered as the king who ate himself to death. His appetite was legendary, and on the February 12, 1771, he indulged in an extravagant feast featuring lobster, caviar, smoked herring, and champagne, finishing with the 14 servings of semla, a rich dessert, with hot milk. His excessive eating led to fatal indigestion, compounded by the heart failure. Though his reign was politically unremarkable, his gluttonous end has made him an enduring cautionary tale. Adolf Frederick's love for food was well known, and his obsession with extravagant meals was part of his personality. Despite his unremarkable contributions to Swedish governance, his death became a prominent part of cultural history, turning him into a symbol of the excesses of royalty. The event is still commemorated in Sweden, with a mixture of humor and a reminder of the dangers of overindulgence. Number 12. Sigurd the Mighty, 9th century. Sigurd Eystein's son, known as Sigurd the Mighty, was a Viking earl who died in a surprisingly ironic manner. After defeating the Pictish leader Maelbrigte, Sigurd tied his enemy's severed head to his saddle. During his journey home, the head's teeth grazed his leg, leading to an infection that would claim his life. Sigurd's fate shows how even a victorious moment can bring unforeseen consequences. The Vikings were known for their fierce battles and indomitable spirit. Yet Sigurd's death serves as a stark reminder of how even the smallest mistake could be fatal in the brutal world of the 9th century. Sigurd's triumph became his doom, a reminder that even the mightiest warriors could fall victim to the smallest of injuries. Number 11. Franz Reichelt, 1912. Franz Reichelt, an inventor determined to improve aviation safety, paid the ultimate price for his passion. Convinced that his wearable parachute design was ready, Reichelt chose to test it himself by leaping from the Eiffel Tower. Despite warnings, he took the plunge, but the parachute failed to open. The tragic event was captured on film, and Reichelt became a cautionary figure in the annals of aviation, an example of how bold ambition can sometimes end in disaster. Number 10. Aeschylus, c. 455 BC. Aeschylus, one of ancient Greece's great playwrights, met a fate stranger than his own tragedies. Legend has it that an eagle, mistaking Aeschylus's bald head for a rock, dropped a tortoise onto him, hoping to crack it open. The tortoise struck Aeschylus, killing him instantly, fulfilling a prophecy that he would die from a blow to the head. Ironically, in his attempt to avoid danger by staying outdoors, Aeschylus unwittingly met his bizarre demise. Aeschylus was a master of drama, known for his tragic plays that explored the human condition, yet his own end was almost comically absurd. The prophecy that haunted him ultimately led to an unconventional death that seems straight out of a Greek myth, adding a tragicomic twist to the story of one of Greece's most respected literary figures. Number 9. Chrysippus, c. 206 BC. Chrysippus, the Stoic philosopher known for his teachings on logic, died in a fit of laughter. The story goes that he saw a donkey eating his figs and joked, "Now give the donkey a drink of wine to wash them down." Amused by his own humor, Chrysippus laughed until he asphyxiated. While the veracity of this tale is questioned, it serves as a reminder that even philosophers aren't immune to life's unexpected ironies. Number 8. Li Bai, 762 AD. Li Bai, one of China's most renowned poets, was known for his love of nature and wine. According to legend, Li Bai was boating on the Yangtze River when he became captivated by the moon's reflection on the water. In an attempt to embrace it, he fell overboard and drowned. This poetic death, while possibly apocryphal, perfectly encapsulates the romantic spirit of his work, blurring the lines between art and reality. Li Bai's poetry often celebrated the beauty of the natural world and the joys of life, frequently invoking the moon as a symbol of inspiration. His death, fittingly, became as poetic as the verses he wrote, symbolizing his lifelong connection to nature and his own art. Whether true or not, the legend of Li Bai's death enhances his legacy as a romantic figure who lived and died for beauty. Number 7. Isadora Duncan, 1927. Isadora Duncan, the mother of modern dance, met a tragic end that echoed her dramatic life. In Nice, France, Duncan wore a long silk scarf while riding in an open-top car. The scarf became entangled in the rear wheel axle, pulling her from the car and causing fatal injuries. Her shocking death served as a stark contrast to the grace and beauty she brought to the world of dance. Number 6. Basil, e. 886 AD. Basil I, founder of the Macedonian dynasty of the Byzantine Empire, faced a dramatic and brutal end. While hunting, Basil's belt became tangled in a deer's antlers. The deer dragged him for the 16 miles before he was finally rescued. Unfortunately, his injuries were too severe, and he died soon after. Basil's bizarre death highlights the unpredictable dangers even an emperor could face. Number 5. Hans Steininger, 1567. Hans Steininger, the mayor of Braunau am Inn, Austria, was famous for his 4.5-foot beard, which he usually kept rolled up in a leather pouch. During a fire in 1567, Steininger forgot to secure his beard, tripping over it while fleeing and breaking his neck. His tragic fall serves as an unusual reminder of the perils of excessive grooming, a detail so notable that his beard is still displayed in a local museum. Steininger's unusually long beard was a point of pride, a unique characteristic that set him apart in his community. However, his prideful adornment became his downfall, showing how vanity can sometimes have fatal consequences. His preserved beard remains a symbol of the quirky and tragic end of an otherwise respected town leader. Number 4. Clement Vallandigham, 1871. Lawyer and politician Clement Vallandigham met his end while defending a murder suspect. Demonstrating how the victim might have accidentally shot himself, Vallandigham picked up a pistol he believed to be unloaded and accidentally shot himself in the abdomen. His death, however, led to his client's acquittal, providing a strange twist to his courtroom theatrics. It's a grim reminder of the hazards of even well-intentioned demonstrations. Number 3. Allan Pinkerton, 1884. Allan Pinkerton, the famed detective who founded the Pinkerton National Detective Agency, met an unexpected demise from a seemingly trivial accident. He slipped on the pavement, bit his tongue, and developed an infection that led to gangrene. In an era without antibiotics, the infection spread, ultimately leading to his death. Pinkerton's fate demonstrates the fragility of life and how even the smallest mishaps can have grave consequences. Number 2. King Alexander of Greece, 1920. King Alexander's death was both tragic and strangely avoidable. While walking in the royal gardens, his pet dog was attacked by a Barbary macaque. When Alexander tried to intervene, he was bitten by another monkey. The bites became infected, and despite medical intervention, sepsis set in. He died weeks later. Alexander's untimely end had significant political consequences, as his death plunged Greece into uncertainty at a critical time in history. Alexander's reign was marked by political upheaval, and his unexpected death added to the turmoil. The incident highlighted the fragility of human life, even for a king. The seemingly trivial interaction with the monkeys had far-reaching consequences, affecting not just his family, but also the entire nation, altering the course of Greek history in the years to come. Number 1. Marie Curie, 1934. Marie Curie, the renowned scientist who pioneered research on radioactivity, tragically paid the ultimate price for her groundbreaking discoveries. Her relentless work with radioactive materials, often without the proper protection, eventually led to her death from aplastic anemia. Curie's demise highlighted the dangers of radiation and underscored the critical need for safety measures in scientific research, a lesson that resonates even today. Curie's dedication to science was unwavering, and her discoveries fundamentally changed our understanding of physics and chemistry. Her death serves as a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Despite her tragic end, Curie's legacy lives on, inspiring generations of scientists and underscoring the importance of both discovery and safety in research. From mystical healers to scientific pioneers, these figures' unexpected ends remind us that life's twists are often beyond our control. If you found these stories intriguing, make sure to join us for more remarkable tales that defy imagination. Don't forget to subscribe and let us know in the comments which of these bizarre endings surprised you the most.